Hi everybody, welcome back to Kim's class. Let's go ahead and look at today's objectives. Today's objectives say, I understand common vocabulary to describe actions in a sequence. The second objective says, I can tell a story using 4 different verb tenses. Those verb tenses we're going to do today are the simple present, present continuous or present progressive, simple past, and present perfect. What you're going to see is some stories. But before we talk about those stories, let's look a little more in detail about those 4 different verb tenses. The first verb tense we're going to talk about is the simple present. Then we'll look at present continuous or progressive, simple past, and then present perfect. On the screen, you're going to see timelines. This will help you understand when to use what type of verb. Let's look at the first type of verb, the simple present. The simple present is used to talk about habits, repeated actions, and scheduled events. We often use the word every day before we use this tense. For example, you see the sentence that says, Ken walks to school. That's a habit or something that he does every day. The next verb tense is present continuous, or sometimes known as the progressive tense. This is the tense that talks about an action that is happening right now. For example, I am talking. You are listening. He is studying. The third tense we're going to tell a story with is the simple past. The simple past is used to talk about actions that started and finished in the past. For example, he walked to school. And then the last tense, which sometimes can be a bit tricky, is called the present perfect. The present perfect is used to talk about a past action when we don't know exactly when it happened, so the time is unknown. For example, Julie has traveled to hundreds of countries. We often use the verb has or have before we use this tense. So what we're going to do now is look at a sequence of 6 pictures. We're going to talk about what happened in these pictures 4 different ways. Let's go ahead and look at our first story sequence. On your screen, you should see a series of 6 pictures. This story is about a day with Mom. The first way I will tell the story is in the simple present. Mom kisses her baby. She feeds her baby a bottle and she burps her baby. Then she changes its diaper and she rocks her baby. Finally, she puts her baby down to sleep. Now let's tell the story in present continuous. Mom is kissing her baby. She is feeding the baby and burping her. Now Mom is changing the baby's diaper. She is rocking her to sleep and putting her to bed. Let's look at this story in the simple past. Yesterday, Mom kissed her baby. She fed the baby and burped the baby. Then she changed her diaper. She rocked the baby to sleep and put the baby down to sleep. The last way we'll tell this story is in the present perfect. Mom has kissed the baby. She has fed the baby a bottle and she has burped the baby. She has changed the baby's diaper and she has rocked the baby to sleep. Now she has put the baby down to sleep. This is a story of a day with Mom 4 different ways. So now that we've had some practice telling a story 4 different ways, let's go ahead and look at today's objectives and see how we did. Do you understand common vocabulary to describe actions in a sequence? I think you do. Can you tell a story using 4 different verb tenses? Can you tell the story in the simple present, in the present continuous, in the simple past, and in the present perfect? We've had some practice with that, haven't we? So for now, that's going to conclude today's lesson. But before you go, I'd like to ask you to do a few things for me, if that's okay. First, please like this video. Next, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way, every time I post a new video, you'll get a notification. I would also really like it if you would share this video with your family and your friends. The more people in Kim's class, the better. The last thing I'd like you to do, think of as your homework. In the comment section below, please write me a sentence. You can tell me something you do every day, or maybe something you did yesterday. You can even write me a sentence about what you're doing right now. So that's all I have for you today, class. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. And even more importantly, thank you for allowing me to come on this journey with you to learn English. Goodbye for now. I really hope to see you soon.